there for like the content creators, you know what I'm saying, that be live and talking to people. You really be having like not relationships, but it's like a relationship. Fan base is a relationship. I don't want to say y'all fans, but it's true. Man, I got my screen fixed. Ooh. Yeah. So I had took a break from social media for about the 7 day thing. I seen them doing it, and they was talking about like it had like over 100 some views or likes or whatever, and they was talking about just taking a break from social media, you know, news, all that. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, it basically just felt normal, even though you're gonna hear the news some type of fashion, some type of way. Um, I just thank God, man. I've been through so much. And just like James McMinnis, I think, Word of God Ministry said, you know what I'm saying, leave people, places, and things better than you found it. And I think that's so genius. You know? Oh, I forgot that. What you call it, Bluetooth. But yeah, don't let this program get to you. The whole goal is to definitely work on your relationship um, with the Most High, and also yourself, knowing yourself and loving yourself. Because I've already been through severe depression, um, and all of that, and I was able to overcome that with the Most High and taking my faith serious. And that's what you have to do. God gave you, this is what God gives you, is yours. The love, power, and a sound mind. Okay. So anything that's not with that is just not the business. So just overcome things, you know. I believe that it's a lot of observation. Because I think you're like watching things that you don't, that it's not supposed to know that it's being watched. But it's like, okay, with this program, I believe we was being watched before, and then to discredit us from realizing, they just started going ham with it or something. But if you have any videos from like back then or something like that, years ago, and you hear some noise campaign, um, you just didn't realize it then. You was too busy in your world, which you have to get back to. Also, when they use noise campaign, it does something to the back of the brain. It pulls the front where your focus is, where you're focusing. You like this, you look sideways like this, you're like, nigga, you focus, nigga. I'm just happy, man. I'm happy I got my phone screen fixed. I beat this MK Ultra program. you know. you have to remain positive and understand that just like a generator that generates as soon as they use the artificial thing to make you feel some type of way. And then vehicles that go by add to that. Then you might get a message like a vibrator on your phone. Boom. Then it might be a emotional or negative message or something just that hits you too. Another one. Oh, boom. Then they need the constant vibration of a lawnmower, motorcycle, anything just beeping. And it's all for me to speak to like so-called professionals about this shit, which are created to discredit. And that's one of the main places where they discredit and where they probably like do the whole MK Ultra thing because it's just odd. You know, you go into the hospital, but you're not knowing there's people locked up in some of them hospitals. People don't realize that. Some people are, oh, I'm going to the hospital to get, to get, fixed or whatever, or healed or whatever. But yeah, y'all. Yeah, pray strong, stay strong. Don't dwell on it, get well on it. Continue to fight because there are levels to all of this. So there should be a vehicle about to come down the street. Where is it? They probably ain't want to do it because I'm live, but you know how it go. But I felt it right above here. If I like by your rib cage, your upper rib cage, like on my left, and it heats up, so that's just more confirmation. Bitch. And I use aluminum heating coolant tape or whatever like that, and that does help out. You just gotta make sure the shiny part is out, but I put it in areas where my body heats up and I feel like a generator, something vibrating. And they definitely want to discredit me and say that I'm just like they're just like a family. You know what I'm saying? People acting like I don't know what the fuck. Like they just all of a sudden just care about my well-being, but it's like I'm not bothering anybody, and bitch, I'm the truth. Fuck. And it's like they mess with they mess with your consciousness so much on so many levels of suppression. It's crazy. And like to points that you realize like, dang, this is crazy. Like one point I'm just realizing like how like sick the world is, like with just everything, the lying, the reality, how fake it is. And I literally was getting sick. Like I literally wanted to just crawl into a hole. And it's like I don't know. Is it a different dimension? Is it something? I don't know. But it goes most likely a vehicle. It has to be the same type of vibration. That's why the train can sound like the plane, can sound like water running. They have to use water running. That's another part of hypnosis that is already documented, and I already read about that. So they love using running water for hypnosis. I got a lot of running water in my building. Right before you get to the door, they just run water. Then you walk into the door, then the light comes on and flashes in your eyes. Then you gotta look. There's owls everywhere. And then you look forward, there's gonna be a blue vehicle by the doors. By the door. And then there might be some beeping going on. Oh yeah, there's gonna be running water right next to my house. I mean, yeah, right next to my house is another fountain of water just running. So as soon as I come outside, there's just water running, a fountain thing. And then I'll open up the door. And most likely it'll be somebody in bright blue, pink, yellow. Just extremely bright. And it could be either be walking the dog, or it's gonna be old lady with a cane walking by, or it's gonna be what else? A truck reversing and beeping. I don't know how to beep. I could give two fucks of how crazy I sound because people are dumb as shit. And then they'll be like, if they make a movie about it type shit, and then it's like, oh, this is 20 years later. Man, they should have just listened to him. He was always told the truth. I better get out this motherfucking program. They don't want real men out here. They want control over anything real. And it's like, what the fuck? How did y'all even get to in the position to do some fuck shit like this? Like, how many years did it have to take? To just mind control people into a reality, but it's the system, the cycle that has this thing, time. And it's so crazy. I was trying to come up with a word, and time is exactly the word, but it's because I was listening to the clock in my watch. And the thing is, the extreme desperation to try to discredit me is insane. But it just means I'm just that much the truth and really that nigga. And yeah. You know. Yeah. Reality is a matrix. It's a sick game. I've seen and went through the most, heard the most, went through the most. Crazy shit, man. But it's like, we could point it out all day. The thing is, the problem is how nobody has said anything over the years, regardless if you say anything. The thing is, they want you to say something. The fuck? They want you to get out here yelling about it, go up to a police station and say, like, oh, these people, they're following me. Are you sure that? Nah, that's what they need. You know, I've been through a lot of torture, and I made sure to only get gains from this and count my levels and continue to level up. You know, and you have to evolve. Also, you have to meditate. You can get on your bed, lay down, and imagine like something from heaven, like a bucket of just energy that's just falling on you, that's healing you and getting anything you need. You know, and that helps a lot. And that helped me out through a lot of times. Also, feeling like you're walking in the water like Jesus and Peter. Yeah. You know, and Pray strong, stay strong. We go through it to get through it. And yeah, it's a lot. We go through it to get through it, and don't stress, know you're blessed. Continue fighting. You have to fight in ways that are not physical. Okay. And you have to be the strongest in the section. Okay. And I prayed and asked God to strengthen me in all aspects of my life. And when you pray for stuff like that, you pray for patience, you gonna get just what you pray for. Trust and believe. You know. Well, I love y'all. You feel me? Pray strong, stay strong. Appreciate you for coming through. Shit, my bad.